Episode 12. Why your savings account is failing. Most people couldn't handle a $400 emergency without using a credit card. When something unexpected happens, we usually call it bad luck. But the Bible calls it something different. It calls it the absence of a storehouse. If your savings plan is simply leaving money in your checking account, you're not really saving, you're just waiting for a reason to spend it. Today we're going to look at a powerful biblical principle that protects your finances long before the emergency ever arrives. Scripture. In the book of Proverbs 21:20 we read, "Precious treasure and oil are in a wise man's dwelling, but a foolish man devours it." This short verse reveals three powerful financial lessons that can completely change how you handle money. Teaching point 1. Wise people store resources. The verse begins by describing the wise person. It says they have treasure stored in their dwelling. In ancient times this meant grain, oil, and supplies saved for the future. Today we might call this an emergency fund. Wise people understand something important about life. Life comes in seasons. There are seasons when things are going well, and seasons when things are difficult, so they prepare during the good seasons. Real-world example. Imagine two families with similar incomes. The first family spends everything they earn every month. The second family quietly sets aside a small amount of money from every paycheck. After a year, the difference becomes obvious. The first family still lives paycheck to paycheck. The second family has begun building a financial storehouse. The difference isn't income, it's preparation. Teaching point 2. Foolish people spend everything. The second half of the verse says the foolish person devours everything. In other words, money comes in and immediately goes out. No margin, no reserve, no preparation. Modern example. Many people believe they will start saving later, when they make more money. But something interesting often happens. When income increases, spending usually increases too. Bigger paychecks often lead to bigger lifestyles. Without a plan, more income doesn't create security. It just creates larger expenses. That's why the Bible calls spending everything immediately foolish, because it leaves you vulnerable when life becomes unpredictable. Teaching. Point 3. Preparation protects your future. This same idea appears again in what we could call the ant strategy. In the book of Proverbs 6:6 we read, "Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider its ways and be wise." Ants gather food during the summer. Why? Because they know winter's coming. They don't panic when winter arrives. They prepared long before it did. Real-world example. Think about the kinds of unexpected expenses people face. A car repair, a broken appliance, a medical bill, a job change. Without a storehouse, these moments create stress and debt. But when preparation exists, the same situation becomes manageable. Preparation turns emergencies into inconveniences. Monday morning action. Here are 2 simple steps to begin building your storehouse this week. Step 1. Build a wall of fire. Open a savings account at a different bank than your checking account. This small barrier prevents easy impulse spending. Your savings become protected. Step 2. The $1,000 sprint. Set a goal to build your first $1,000 emergency fund. You might sell unused items, pick up an extra shift, or reduce unnecessary spending. The goal isn't perfection, the goal is momentum. Summary. The biblical principle is simple. Wise people store resources. Foolish people consume everything immediately. Building a financial storehouse protects your life from the storms that eventually come. Cliffhanger. Now you have something incredibly important. Protection. But protection alone doesn't build wealth. Multiplication does. In the next episode we're going to explore one of the most controversial parables Jesus ever told, and why God actually expects a return on the resources he gives us. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss Principle 13.